It was in 2002, during the publication of volume 23, that a young Japanese kid, only 15 years old, decided to send his fan art of Colonel Smoker to Usopp's Pirate Gallery to thank Oda for creating One Piece. And this young kid was none other than Kohei Horikoshi, the mangaka of My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia came to an end, and after more than 22 years, Ichiro Oda had come full circle by creating a fan art to Kohei Horikoshi's original fan art to his work. Just like Ichiro Oda did with Kishimoto, the creator of Naruto, he did the same with Kohei Horikoshi. And it is a traditional, meaningful gesture to celebrate a mangaka who has recently concluded their series. This chapter's cover page was dedicated to My Hero Academia, and I didn't want to talk about this chapter without covering this first. But now that we have, let's talk about this chapter. This is huge because we just got the first ever flashback of Joy Boy. If you guys remember, back in chapter 523, we got introduced to the Wind Knot, a technology that comes straight from Wezeria. They managed to channel and store the power of the wind inside knots, and this is the very same technology we find in this chapter 16 years later. But this time, instead of it being wind power, untying the knot allows Emmet to unleash concrete haki stored by Joy Boy. This is by far the strongest concrete haki we have ever seen in One Piece. Just by his haki alone, Joy Boy was able to send home the 5 elders, and this is exactly what Imu fears the most. Imu fears haki because haki transcends all, just like Kaido famously said against Luffy back in chapter 1047. This is why Imu had a panic attack in the flower room. She felt Joy Boy's haki all the way from there. She got PTSD from it, reminding her of the war she fought and barely won against Joy Boy. We have a genuine human reaction from Imu, which gives us more depth to the character. Additionally, the return of Imu's servant, absent since chapter 908, and Imu's manner of speaking suggest that she is a spoiled child who struggles to control her emotions and frustration, all while being accompanied by a nanny. Judging from these small character traits, I believe that Imu is like a spoiled kid that gets granted whatever she wants from the Gorosei and the world government. So Saturn is the only one that remains on the island after this devastating attack, and this makes sense because he was the only one to have physically went to the island, and this could interest a certain pirate. We know that Marshall D. Teacher's goal is to rule the world, and in order to achieve this, he needs to take control of Maria Joyce. But now with the 5 elders gone and Saint J. Garcia remaining on the island, this has become possible. If you guys remember, in chapter 1079, Ichiro Oda teased us the arrival of the Blackbeard pirates on Egghead Island. Then finally revealed to us that Katarina Devon was aboard that ship, and on Egghead she was able to touch one of Saturn's legs. So this means that she is now able to transform into him. So Saturn remaining on the island means he's probably going to die there, and the next time we see Saturn, it could very well be Katarina Devon. This could be the perfect way for Marshall D. Teach to infiltrate Maria Joyce and know every move that the 5 elders and Imu decide to make. Marshall D. Teach is about to overthrow the government, and this is something that Rox D. Xerberg wanted to do but failed. And Marshall D. Teach, also known as Blackbeard, is going to succeed, and he is going to take over the world. But this Joy Boy flashback also recalls the one we saw with Ace and Little Oars Jr. Firstly, in its staging, it paralleled the interaction between a human and an ancient giant, and secondly, it mirrors the content of their conversation. In both scenes, a human gives a gift to a giant. Ace makes a casa for Little Oars Jr. and Joy Boy shares his haki with Emmet. Each time the human offers something special to the giant, but I believe that this scene takes place on Elbaf, as the object Joy Boy is standing on strongly resembles a poneglyph. although it is much larger in scale. This oversized poneglyph hints that it could be the first giant poneglyph seen in One Piece. The sheer size of the structure supports the theory that this flashback is set on Elbaf, aligning with the notion that Elbaf is home to monumental relics of great significance. Continuing with the detail of this scene, we can clearly notice that Joy Boy is wearing a straw hat. We know that the straw hat represents the inherited will of great legends in the One Piece world. Now we know for certain that this straw hat originally belonged to Joy Boy. It is clear from Oda's depiction of Joy Boy with the cape, the straw hat and the collar that he strongly resembles Monkey D. Luffy. Even in Gear 5 as seen in chapter 1115, Joy Boy's figure reflects Luffy's appearance. Whether in Gear 5 or his regular form, Joy Boy bears a striking resemblance to Luffy. And it's with this flashback that this chapter ends. We are finally coming to the end of Egghead, and it has been a wonderful arc. I have enjoyed every moment in this arc. This is by far the most fun I've had reading One Piece every week. And now we are finally heading to Elbaf, the arc that has been the most awaited for in all of One Piece. I cannot wait to finally see Elbaf for the first time. In my opinion, I think that this is going to be by far the best arc in all of One Piece, just by how long Oda has been teasing us this arc for. So I cannot wait to finally get there, and let me know what you guys think in the comment sections down below about this chapter and the upcoming arc. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more One Piece videos.